Hey, what's good, my PNG gang? PNG here, back again with another video. Man, we actually got to talk about Juice Wrld and Pop Smoke, two rappers that passed away mad recently, and it's still crazy to this day because it was like still hella recent, and it's just crazy like just to think about, like two rappers passed away recently. We already lost so many rappers in the past like last 2 years, and I feel like I haven't really talked about either of them that much on my channel. I definitely mentioned Juice Wrld before, but I haven't really talked about either of them as much. But recently a lot has been going on with both of them, and I just wanted to talk about it. From Pop Smoke's first album after he passed away came out, and also just today his alleged killers were arrested, up to 5 people. And with Juice Wrld, his new album is coming out tonight actually, and also he's being sued by a music group. So yeah, it's just a lot going on with music and like the legal side, so I just want to get into everything and give my opinion on it, so let's get it. All right, so really, like, before I get into this, I feel like it's really crazy. I feel like I can't really emphasize how crazy it is that we lost so many rappers even after X died, because X died 2 years ago, 2018, June 18. Like, I remember that shit like it was yesterday, no cap. Every time it's happened, it's been crazy. Like, there's no other rapper I rock with heavier than X. But even after that, when other rappers started to pass away, it was still like surprising and shocking. Even when like Juice Wrld passed, like, I still remember like waking up to that. And then when Pop Smoke, I remember hearing about that. Like, it was just tough every single time. And even though I didn't rock with them as heavy as I did with X, it was still like, damn, like this shit just hella tough. And it's really crazy. Like, it's really insane. Like, it really kind of doesn't make sense at all. And it just kind of still seems like unreal, really, is my whole opinion on it. But just because like they were just so talented and like had so much potential, just like X had hella potential, and like Juice Wrld, Pop Smoke, hella potential, bruh. It just gone just like that. Like, it's really crazy. This is like a huge wake up call to like everybody, not even just rappers. I feel like it kind of opens your eyes in a way of like all the fame, success, and money, and like just everything doesn't mean anything at the end of the day, because it kind of just shows that like everybody's human, like everybody's life can be taken just like that. It's really just a big eye opener, and I just really wanted to just say that before I get into it, because we are talking about two rappers that passed away, which is mad tough. But anyway, I want to talk about Juice Wrld first before we get into Pop Smoke. But recently I made a video talking about X and how his mom and his estate was being sued by his half brother for a portion of X's estate that he feels like he's entitled to. So with this Juice Wrld situation, it's kind of similar, just because we're seeing the same thing that happened with X, where it's like a lot of financial shit happening after they passed away with their estate and like portions of their estate and everything like that. And with Juice Wrld, he actually has a $15 million lawsuit against his estate by a band known as Yellow Card. And Yellow Card is suing him because of his most popular song called Lucid Dreams, and they feel that basically he took like the melody and like the cadence from one of their old songs called Hollywood Died. And this was actually going on before he died. Like, they were already suing him, but then he passed away and the case was put on hold until now, where his mom is now the head of the estate. So like now the case can continue. But I listen to the songs, I listen to like the mashups of Lucid Dreams and their song Hollywood Died, and like, to me, to be honest, it sounds like two completely different songs, but I can kind of see like the cadence, like the flow and everything, how it's kind of similar, but it's really like two different songs. So I can put a link down below for you guys to go decide for yourself, just because of copyright. But I definitely think it's still like absurd for them to be trying to sue for $15 million. And plus, that's not even it. Not only do they want to sue for $15 million, they also want to sue for past and future royalties, and even like earnings from his tours and stuff. So yeah, they're really just going hard trying to sue Juice Wrld. And even though it was going on before he passed away, I feel like now it's even more messed up because he passed away, that they're still suing him for like $15 million, when really it is like two different songs. But it also makes sense because it is actually one of his biggest songs. And usually when you have a situation like that where somebody's blowing up or like doing something big, and then it usually be like somebody to come out of nowhere and try to claim some ownership or like try to gain from it, basically. Because if this song never blew up, he would definitely not have this lawsuit, because we all know Lucid Dreams is definitely Juice WRLD's biggest song. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens with this whole lawsuit, if they actually will win or not. I really feel like they won't, just because it really sounds like two different songs, and I really don't see it going that way. But we'll try to wait and see. But speaking of his music, recently a lot of Juice WRLD music been coming out with like features with Trippie Redd and Killer Roy. Like, they've been dropping some really good music, and I heard he had like a lot of music that's supposed to be coming out soon. But actually tonight, his Legends Never Die album is coming out, his first posthumous album. So a lot of people would definitely be listening to this, just like how Pop Smoke album just came out recently. A lot of people was listening to that, and it's like actually blowing up a lot. And I feel like that's not just their fans, like it's definitely not just Pop Smoke's fans that are listening to his album. It's definitely not gonna be just Juice WRLD's fans that are listening to his album. It's always like a lot of fake love and like a lot of more attention on like the rapper's music once they pass away, is what I realized. But that doesn't mean it's not gonna be good, because I already know this album definitely finna slap, no cap, especially with just hearing the songs that already came out. But yeah, also Pop Smoke's album, that album went hard, not even gonna lie. Like, I wasn't that big of a Pop Smoke fan like when he was like first blowing up and popping, literally right as he was blowing up with the song Dior and like all the other songs that was coming out like on Jack Boys and everything that was happening. Like right as he was starting to blow up, he was killed in like February, and like since then we haven't heard anything about it. Like, we didn't hear about people being arrested or anything like that for like months. Like, nothing was said, like we just didn't know what was going on. And then recently recently his album just came out, and just today actually they said they arrested 5 people in connection to his murder. Seems really like odd and kind of like coincidental, or maybe not, just because he just dropped the album, so it's like obviously a lot of hype around his name right now after months of like people just not knowing what happened. Like after months, like they waited for like his album to come out for them to release that they arrested 5 people. And even 50 Cent, someone who was close with Pop Smoke and actually produced his album, he said, what was the police waiting for his album to drop too? RIP Pop Smoke. Yeah, so a lot of people was wondering like why the police just now arrested people right after his album dropped. It's just kind of coincidental, or maybe not, who knows. So yeah, y'all can let me know if you guys just think that's a coincidence or not. Either way, I definitely think it is good that they did actually arrest people for his murder, because obviously there was no justice before, but now there's potential justice. So we'll just have to wait to see how all that unfolds. But that's actually not even it, because apparently P&B Rock came out and said some stuff about the situation.
Hating ass nigga. And niggas don't even know the whole story. I ain't even know, man. My man Pop Smoke popped one of them niggas in the crib. Niggas stop playing with him. Yeah. Yeah, I with him for that even more, 1000% more. Niggas try to run down, got gunned down. You mean? Caught one of them niggas. You feel me? That's heavy to me. At least he ain't go out sad. That nigga went out and started throwing that shit.
And apparently he's saying that Pop Smoke was actually firing back and actually put up a fight before he actually was killed, and we didn't know that at all. Like back when it happened, everything we heard about was it was just masked gunmen that just went into like a party or went into his house, or it was like an Airbnb or something and basically just killed him. But what P&B Rock said in this live was basically that he was actually fighting back, which I don't know how he would know that. I don't know if he was there, if he heard some things or whatever, but we'll try to wait to see how this whole situation unfolds. But I do want to say that that album was definitely hard. Like I'm not really cap, I wasn't even like a Pop Smoke fan when I heard like Dior was hard. Like everybody was banging Dior. Like all his other music I wasn't that big of a fan, but I gave this album a listen and that shit was actually hard as hell. Like I actually been listening to a few of the songs that's on that album, and no cap, just after listening to the whole thing, like he was actually up next for real. Like, I could just tell like he was definitely gonna be like up there for real. The songs that he was dropping before, like Dior and stuff, that was just like his beginning, but like you can tell based off this album that he was really finna be up for real. But something else that made the album even more hard is that he actually did diss 6ix9ine on his song called Woo, where he said on set, that's some real shit. I don't want none of that extra loud shit. This ain't none of that rainbow hair shit. It's the real straight shit. So obviously there he was talking about 6ix9ine, because nobody else is walking around with rainbow hair. 6ix9ine's always been claiming he's the king of New York, while Pop Smoke was basically dissing him, calling him gay, and also kind of claiming that king of New York status just because he was saying he was coming with the real shit as opposed to like coming with the loud and rainbow hair shit like how 6ix9ine is basically on. So yeah, I really think like with this album and all this music that just came out from Pop Smoke, he would have definitely been some like heavy competition against 6ix9ine for like New York rappers. But unfortunately we can't even get that because he passed away, was killed. But it still is good that there is potential justice coming. And also Juice Wrld album is coming out tonight, so that should slap. So yeah, long live Juice Wrld and long live Pop Smoke. You guys can let me know your opinions about this whole situation down below, with Juice Wrld being sued and Pop Smoke's killers actually being arrested, and also their albums coming down below. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Subscribe, join the PNG gang if you guys are new, and also you get that bell after you subscribe to be notified for all the latest videos. Stay tuned, I got another video coming about Trippie Redd. I don't know, it might drop tomorrow, but Trippie Redd, 6ix9ine, you already know, you gotta talk about them, so stay tuned. I'm out.